Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
Breaking news in the case of Sarah Clayson, the off-duty Washington State Patrol trooper involved in a fatal suspected DUI crash. Details on a court date now set. This comes as we are sharing never-been-seen-before dashcam video.
And the heated confrontation on Capitol Hill with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. at the center of it all. We'll tell you why Senator Maria Cantwell called him a charlatan.
Plus, we will tell you how a new project in the Tri-Cities aimed at improving fish habitat could create better conditions for salmon and trout.
And here's a live look from our SkyCam network. It's extremely hazy and smoky out there. Hayden Nix in for Stacey Lee tonight, tracking the potential for another day of record-breaking heat. The news starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Thursday night, good evening. Breaking as we come on the air, the off-duty Washington State Patrol trooper who was involved in a suspected DUI crash that left one man dead will be back in court.
Sarah Clayson has an arraignment scheduled now for September 24th. This is a court hearing where she will hear the charges being filed against her. Back on March 1st, you may remember Clayson was involved in a crash with motorcyclist Jose Sanchez. Sanchez died at the scene. More than 5.5 hours after the crash and a court order in hand, Clayson's blood alcohol content was 0.17, more than twice the legal limit. Then on March 3rd, she was being released without being charged in the case, and the case was handed off to the Spokane County prosecutor. We don't know yet what specific charges will be, but we will let you know just as soon as we know. This is, though, we should say, the first movement we've seen in the case in a little more than 6 months. Make sure you stay with us here on the news at 6, because coming up right after this first commercial break, an Apple Valley News Now exclusive investigation on the conduct from officials at the scene.
So do not miss uniform conduct in just minutes. Switching gears now, Ellensburg tied the record for the hottest day on record yesterday at 99 degrees. Today could be another record breaker. Let's turn now to meteorologist Hayden Nix in for Stacey Lee, because not only is it hot, we have first alert weather days ahead. All right, we do not have Hayden at the moment. We will try to get to him in just a bit, so stay with us for that. Let's get to your big local news story of the day. We are going to turn now to Capitol Hill. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. testifying in front of the U.S. Senate, discussing topics including vaccines and research cuts. Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells you about the hearing and what Washington's senators had to ask.
The U.S. Senate gathered Thursday morning for the president's 2026 healthcare agenda hearing, where Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. testified for the first time in 4 months. The hearing comes after the firing and resignations of several top CDC officials, and after the cancellation of mRNA research, which is used for creating vaccines. This sparked heated debates between Secretary Kennedy and some senators, including Washington Senator Maria Cantwell.
You canceled $500 million of research because the mRNA technology is about continuing the research to be ready for the next flu, influenza, the next pandemic, and you have to do the research.
I'm happy to have a detailed discussion with you about it. You're so wrong on your facts.
You're interrupting me, and sir, you're a charlatan. That's what you are.
Senator Cantwell says mRNA research is essential, noting that President Trump's former Surgeon General says the technology helped save 2 million lives. In response to the cuts, Cantwell says Washington State will continue to research science that she believes the rest of the country will depend on.
And I definitely think that our colleagues need to rally around science. If you want the Northwest to just continue to lead on all innovation and all healthy people, okay, we'll do that. But it's a sad statement for the rest of America and America's leadership on technology.
Secretary Kennedy previously said HHS decided to cut the research because he believes mRNA technology is risky.
I want to fix the system, and that's what we're doing, fixing systematically to make premiums lower. That's what President Trump wants.
He says he wants to invest in what he considers better solutions. From Kennewick, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
Okay, Caleb, Senator Cantwell and several other senators also called for Secretary Kennedy to resign during the hearing. Other news tonight, Benton County detectives have arrested a 48-year-old man after a months-long investigation. With help from the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force and Canine Blaze, the man who lives on the 2000 block of Snow Lane in Benton City was taken into custody without incident earlier today. Authorities also seized electronic devices from his home. He now faces multiple counts of possessing and dealing in sexually explicit images of minors.
A Grandview man could be facing charges after a crash involving drugs or alcohol that killed a Sunnyside pedestrian. According to Washington State Patrol, troopers responded to Interstate 82 near Exit 69 in Sunnyside just before 10:30 Wednesday night. Troopers say they arrived to find a Honda Pilot had been eastbound on I-82 and was on the on-ramp from Exit 69 when it struck a pedestrian who was on the shoulder. WSP identified the pedestrian as 29-year-old Jorge Estrada Martinez. He was declared dead at the scene. WSP says charges are pending for the driver, identified as a 31-year-old man. The crash remains under investigation.
All right, now let's get to weather. Hayden Nix is back with us.
Well, it was another hot day across the area on this Thursday, with those temperatures climbing back well above normal for this time of the year. Most locations in the valleys and the basin should be in the mid-80s, and we've been cruising quite a bit above it. And also, same story, we're still dealing with a lot of that haziness from the wildfires in the area, so we're going to be monitoring that with that poor air quality still being an issue in the area at this time. But hopefully, as we see some changes coming our way, that will be improving as we head into this weekend. So until further notice, we do have that air quality alert. This is going to be for those in the category that are sensitive to the reduced quality of air in the atmosphere, those elderly, and also that have some of the lung issues there. Plan your evening, though. We've got those temperatures still going to be warm in the 6 o'clock hour, dropping into the upper 70s and lower 80s, something we're very familiar with, and of course the haziness still continuing. We'll go with 60s tonight, and then for your Friday, upper 90s, but notice they're not quite reaching the century mark as we see some changes coming our way. That started today, but even cooler weather will be arriving this weekend and next week, but it also comes with an increase of rain potential and a concern for some lightning fires. We'll talk more about all of this coming up.
All righty, Hayden, thank you. The Bureau of Reclamation says the Yakima Basin won't have enough water to meet all irrigation demands this season.
According to the September forecast, senior water rights will get their full supply, but junior water rights holders, they will receive 40%. Reservoirs in the basin are only 20% full, less than half of what's typical for this time of year. Officials say monthly forecasts will continue through this season, using the latest data to track storage, flows, and precipitation. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers has a new project coming to the Tri-Cities to help improve fish habitat at the Yakima Delta near McNary Dam. The $1.2 million project will reroute about 1,400 feet of Amon Creek in Richland to connect with a deeper pool in the Yakima River. Crews will also install a low-flow deflector to help keep the water cooler in the summer months, creating better conditions for salmon and trout. Officials say the changes will give fish a cooler, deeper refuge during migration and help improve chances for reproduction.
Hopefully allow them to keep reproducing and bring that number back up from what we have been seeing over the last few years in this area. Construction is set to begin next year and wrap up in 2027. Still to come here on the News at 6. During the course of the last several months, we have been investigating the case of Sarah Clayson, who was involved in a deadly suspected DUI crash. Tonight, we revisit the scene as we work to answer questions many of you are asking us. And meteorologist Hayden Nix back in for Stacy. He'll have your full First Alert weather forecast. Do not go anywhere.
The Labor Day savings have been extended. One more week at Walker's Furniture. With store-wide savings up to 40% off. Or you can take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing with no money down. This final week at Walker's.
Save $2,000 on Freedom to enjoy life without reader's glasses or cataracts. Schedule your free consultation this month with K2 Vision RLE, America's most experienced in advanced lens procedures. Save $2,000 on K2 Vision RLE.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
We call it the Fiery Foods Festival because the sizzling, sweet and spicy, fiery foods, live music, local vendor, fresh produce, kid zone, hot pepper eating, Pasco Wingstop Cluckin' Hot Wing Challenge, and Food Trucks Festival takes too long to say. Come feel the heat and savor the spice of life at the Fiery Foods Festival in the heart of downtown Pasco. It's free to attend, open to the public, and fun for the whole family. September 13th at Peanuts Park, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Stay busy this summer with the City of Pasco. Enjoy open swim at Memorial Aquatic Park from 1 to 5:45 p.m. every day, with lap swim weekdays at noon, or sign up for swim lessons throughout the summer. Join the all-ages Beat the Heat Run Walk Club on Wednesday mornings to earn entries for an end-of-summer prize drawing. Check out free, family-friendly movies and music at Pasco Parks, plus many more activities and events, all listed online at pascoparksandrec.com.
Form or function? Should we push the timeline? Will it hold? Should we outsource? What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster.
Even cheaper. Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
The Labor Day savings have been extended one more week at Walker's Furniture with store-wide savings up to 40% off. Or you can take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing with no money down. This final week at Walker's.
Tonight, an Apple Valley News Now exclusive investigation into Trooper Sarah Claeson's deadly crash in Richland. Many of you are asking us, did she receive special treatment at the scene? Our Wendy Redmond is looking into just that. She joins us now with the parameters as to how we approached this topic as Apple Valley News Now investigates uniform conduct.
We poured through hours of body cam videos, and not just from Richland Police. Now, never before seen video from Washington State Patrol. After identifying areas we had questions about, we showed those clips in proper context to a local attorney. We also went through hundreds of pages of documents we obtained from Richland Police for this report.
911, where's your emergency?
There's a body ejected, huge accident.
There's so much blood. Are they moving at all?
No.
We need everyone.
March 1st, 2025, a horrific crash involving an SUV and motorcycle in Richland off State Route 240. Police say driving the SUV, off-duty Washington State Patrol trooper Sarah Claeson.
I literally didn't see, I was turning and then just all of a sudden like boom.
It happened right where all the rubble is, and the helmet flew. We watched the helmet fly.
Toxicology showed more than 5.5 hours after the crash, Claeson's blood alcohol content was 0.17, more than twice the legal limit. Motorcycle rider Josef Sanchez did not survive. Now, some question if Clayson received special treatment at the scene because she was law enforcement. Studying body cam videos from both Richland Police as well as State Patrol, we had questions.
So when the police are investigating, they...
Walla Walla attorney Richard Gilliland has no affiliation with the case. Some video clips we showed him, he said he would not fault officials over.
No question she's being treated better, but it isn't a normal situation either.
However, he said other clips raised concerns, like State Patrol and Richland Police seemingly discussing who would do what in the investigation. This crash happened in WSP jurisdiction, so normally this would be their case, but it also involves one of their own.
You want us to take it? I can call my traffic guys out and just take it from there.
We have the detectives coming. We can do everything, but just like maybe the whole thing. We can do everything, just say, hey, just for impartial reasons. I don't know if your bosses would go with that. And we're going to have everything. We can tech it. You don't have to call the guys out. We can do everything unless you want to do your way.
Well, given the show in West right now, I'm inclined to call my guys in and minimize their involvement here.
The fact that they're even suggesting that they can do that investigation when they have another investigation they should be going to or potentially going to, and as long as the department who is there is capable of doing the investigation, State Patrol should say, we're out of here. Like, this is all you. That's kind of a black eye in State Patrol, in my opinion.
Richland Police did eventually take over, but some with WSP remained. One of which, her sergeant, seemingly warning her multiple times she was being recorded.
My camera's still going. It's okay. There's no reason. Everybody's recording here. It's tough. Like, I don't want to ask you too much with the camera. You can sit in my car. I don't have a camera in the car.
And then there was this phone call from her sergeant. It's unclear who he's speaking with.
I didn't want to really talk to her too much on camera either.
Regular citizens are told one time, this is being recorded. And at that point, they're going to try and get you to say everything you can to functionally admit things.
So in terms of a red flag, how would you kind of feel about that?
That one bothers me a lot.
Then there's this.
Need a drink?
WSP apparently gives Clayson a drink. Notice the timestamp, 8:25. Now look at this Richland Police video at 9:45 as the officer offers a sobriety test with what appears to be the drink in her pocket.
I would love to rule out impairment, but without the fields, it is hard to rule that out. Obviously, it's voluntary. I won't ask you again, but there may always be that question down the road.
I just rather not.
So I'm trying to think of an example of where I've ever seen someone given something to consume at all prior to a breath test being offered. And I can't say I can think of a single example of that. It's not that a drink of water or whatever would have necessarily have a significant impact, but what it could possibly do is affect the smell of alcohol coming from your breath.
We reached out to WSP. They said they could not speak directly about the case since it's not their investigation, but they could speak in general about some policies or procedures, like when an off-duty trooper is involved in a crash in WSP jurisdiction.
Well, while there's no legal requirement that says that we have to hand off an investigation, it's our standard policy that we do.
After which, is it normal for WSP to stay?
So it would not be something out of the ordinary for a trooper that once it's been handed over to an investigative agency and the trooper is no longer needed for the investigation for the trooper to leave, but nor would it be out of sorts for a trooper to stay.
As for repeated warnings about being recorded or offering drinks before a sobriety test, they could not speak to that. Now, the big question. Can any of what we've seen or talked about today impact the case should it go to trial?
That's tough to say. There are certainly things that if I was the defense attorney on the case, I would be looking at.
We also reached out to Richland Police and were told at this time they will not be issuing any statements. Wendy Redman, Apple Valley News Now, investigates.
If you have a story idea for our Apple Valley News Now Investigates team, you can always send us an email. Just send your message to investigates@applevalleynewsnow.com. Apple Valley News Now Investigates, on your side.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Hayden Nix.
Well, just a heads up as we head into this weekend, we've got some changes coming our way, some favorable with the rainfall, but with it, we've got some thunderstorm activity, and that's why we do have a First Alert Weather Day issued for Friday and Saturday, and I wouldn't be surprised if we continue that further into the end of the weekend and start of next week as we see rain chances in abundance, but also with that some lightning. And with the critically dry vegetation in the area, lightning fires could be more of a concern with the significantly dry vegetation in the region. So just a heads up, make sure that you're staying weather aware of that. Haziness is still ongoing with a couple of wildfires going on in the region at this time. So that's continuing to at least cause a little more of the grayness in the sky there and the poor air quality. So if you're still dealing with this over the next couple of days here, and you do have that sensitive group that does not play well with the lower quality of the air, make sure that you're addressing those needs accordingly, because future-cast low-level wildfire smoke is going to show that the modeling of the smoke and plumes in the area is still going to trend with the moderate to poor quality of the atmosphere, with the wildfire smoke not really being able to get out of the region until we see some better support from a cutoff low out in the Pacific Northwest. That is what's going to be the big change to our weather pattern for this upcoming weekend. So there's the system offshore there, but with that counterclockwise flow, we are going to see some enhancement and some moisture beginning to increase in the region, and that's going to be noted as we watch into the weekend. Some changes coming our way with that moisture, meaning an increase in rain potential, and it's not just for the higher elevations of the Cascades and the Blues. We are going to see this more in the basins and the valleys as we approach Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. We'll still see more moisture coming in from that southerly direction there as this cutoff flow continues to move closer on shore, and that will carry on into next week as well. I'll step out and show you that with our area-wide rain and thunderstorm chances. Notice Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we continue to trend upward, with it peaking Tuesday and Wednesday of next week with the 50% chance of rainfall opportunity. Of course, lightning strikes also in that category as well. So at this point, just for Saturday and Sunday, early rainfall forecast here shows most areas in the lower elevations less than 1/10 of an inch. It will favor the higher elevations as far as totals will qualify there, but that is just for Saturday and Sunday. That trend will likely increase as we go towards Monday through Wednesday of next week. As I mentioned, we're going to see rain chances increasing and temperatures decreasing as well. So there's kind of a twofold win with this setup here. Your 7-day temperature trend shows that Friday, upper 90s, yes, but Saturday, Sunday, notice we're trending back closer to where we should be, with below average readings possible starting Monday through Thursday of next week. Now, tonight, back to the top of the forecast. Notice we are still looking at readings in the 60s, most area-wide, with some upper 50s out there in the higher elevations of the Cascades and down in the Blues. We will continue to see those warm temperatures another couple of days, with upper 90s possible for most locations. Tri-City seeing that for Friday, but 89 Sunday, rain chances Sunday through Wednesday. Then Yakima, upper 80s by Sunday, rain chances for several days on this 7-day forecast, Saturday through Thursday. Ellensburg, same story, good chance for rainfall opportunity over the next couple of days. 70s coming back on Monday. Hermiston, you might see some 70s, or feel them rather, on Tuesday, with rain chances scattered throughout the next several days here. And Walla Walla, rain chances for you as well. Temperatures reaching the lower 80s by Monday.
Hayden in for Stacy, thank you. Still ahead, things you may see at Chuck E. Cheese include pizza, games, and birthday parties. We'll tell you about something unexpected that guests saw when we come back.
Kittitas Valley Healthcare is your trusted home for health, offering expert orthopedic care for your family. With over 55 years of combined experience, our team uses state-of-the-art equipment to improve surgical outcomes and provide compassionate, patient-centered care. We're committed to making your experience comfortable and efficient, so you can stay active and healthy. Learn more and schedule a consultation through our website at kvhealthcare.org. Your home for health.
Right now, U.S. Cellular makes it easy to switch and to get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
No trade-in? But we're willing to trade in our teeth.
Nope, you don't have to trade your teeth in or an old phone.
I like that.
Yeah, your parents get an amazing deal.
I almost lost this one.
Yeah, you get to leave your tooth under your pillow.
For me, it's Tooth Fairy time.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
At Meredith Furniture, we know how important a good night's sleep is, even if we don't always use the beds for sleeping. Right now, you can save big on top quality mattresses, perfect for families like ours. Because when we do sleep, it should be amazing. Meredith Furniture on South First in Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
At Bravo RV, we're gearing up for a huge event you will not want to miss out on.
The Forest River National Sales Event is on now. For a limited time, you can save big across our entire lineup of Forest River products. There's still time to get out, go camping, and make unforgettable memories. With Forest River, you'll find the perfect RV built for your journey and perfected for your stay. Don't wait. These amazing deals won't last long.
Broadmoor RV, we make camping fun. Don't leave it to chance. Trust Vance to install your new Daikin heating and cooling system. Enjoy the benefits of an energy-efficient system that will reduce utility costs and provide quiet, reliable comfort for years to come. Get our best deal of the season with low monthly payments and special financing. Call today to schedule your free consultation with a Vance system designer.
Imagine a night where the sound takes over and the beat stays with you. The Hallucination takes the stage at Wild Horse Resort and Casino on September 20th. This dynamic duo fuses indigenous music with dubstep, hip-hop, drums, and bass. Get ready for an electrifying live show, open to ages 15 and up. More than a show, it's a ceremony of sounds featured in Coachella, major films, Fortnite, and more. Tickets are on sale now at wildhorseresort.com or on the app.
Time to check this out. It was quite the scene inside a Chuck E. Cheese restaurant in Florida in July. Chuck E. Cheese himself was arrested, and now we have the video.
All right, it all played out in front of customers, kids, and parents. Police officers entered the restaurant and found Chuck E., who was about to take a picture with customers.
Instead, he was put in handcuffs. Tallahassee police say the employee was wanted on credit card theft and fraud charges. Still ahead in our 6:30 half hour, the Benton Franklin Fair and Horse Heaven Roundup attracted thousands of visitors. We'll tell you just how much it boosted the local economy.
And let's go outside. Look at this shot from our Atanum Ridge Skycam thanks to Bimart. Hazy, smoky. How long will it continue? Hayden has your first alert forecast as well coming up.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. Enjoy summer's final moments. Let us take care of that flooring project you never got to. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Richland or Walla Walla Floor & Home.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing Neurostim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At Neurostim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
I think developing that relationship with a patient is where you get the trust. And then with the trust is when you can really kind of build on these treatment plans and provide the best care for them so that the outcome is most predictable and that they're the most satisfied. I think my passion kind of more stems from the problem-solving aspect of dentistry. So I really like getting complex patients that need a lot of different needs and kind of figuring out a plan that incorporates like good dentistry to kind of solve their problems. But I think I just get that emotional recharge from just kind of spending quality time with family. So my 2 girls and then my wife. So we try and get out of the house and get up in the mountains or go to the beach and just kind of do quality things together. And that's kind of where I get my most recharge from, for sure.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
The Labor Day savings have been extended. One more week at Walker's Furniture.
As we spent all summer clearing out discontinued furniture items to make room for truckloads of new styles.
Get the biggest savings of the season with store-wide discounts up to 40% off. Or take advantage of 0% financing for 5 years with no money down.
Making it easy to get that new immersive home theater sofa or bedroom set and pay for it over time.
Enjoy extended Labor Day style and savings this week at Walker's.
Enjoy summer's final moments. Let us take care of that flooring project you never got to. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Richland or Walla Walla Floor & Home.
Aligned on Q3 learnings.
Welcome back to what should be a thrilling second half.
Vikings, Bears. Monday Night Football is back on Apple Valley News Now.
Next ET.
Hi, I'm Michael Weatherly.
And I'm Cody DePablo. And
we are spilling the ET.
Plus, a Dunder Mifflin-sized surprise for the cast of The Paper. It was shaking. Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6:30, the Yakima Airport is in the midst of Phase 1 renovations. We'll tell you if that could soon come to a halt.
Then new at 6:30, the Seattle Kraken unveiling a new jersey that fans will see on November 1st. We'll tell you how it'll help you glow up.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
All right, with multiple wildfires in the state being credited to lightning strikes, let's check in with Hayden Nixon for Stacy Lee, right?
Yeah, it's an active weather situation out there.
Well, it was another hot day across the area on this Thursday with those temperatures climbing back well above normal for this time of the year. Most locations in the valleys and the basin should be in the mid-80s, and we've been cruising quite a bit above it. And also, same story, we're still dealing with a lot of that haziness from the wildfires in the area, so we're going to be monitoring that with that poor air quality still being an issue in the area at this time. But hopefully, as we see some changes coming our way, that will be improving as we head into this weekend. So until further notice, we do have that air quality alert. This is going to be for those in the category that are sensitive to the reduced quality of air in the atmosphere, those elderly and also that have some of the lung issues there. Plan your evening though. We've got those temperatures still going to be warm in the 6 o'clock hour, dropping into the upper 70s and lower 80s, something we're very familiar with. And of course, the haziness still continuing. We'll go with 60s tonight. And then for your Friday, upper 90s, but notice they're not quite reaching the century mark as we see some changes coming our way. That started today, but even cooler weather will be arriving this weekend and next week, but it also comes with an increase of rain potential and a concern for some lightning fires. We'll talk more about all of this coming up.
Thanks so much, Hayden. The Yakima Air Terminal is in the middle of a major modernization project, but airport leaders say recent complications with grant funding could bring nearly all improvements to a halt.
All right, so let's check in with Apple Valley News Now's William Albert, who says this is only the beginning of a long road ahead.
The Yakima Air Terminal is currently in Phase 1A of a multi-phase, multi-year modernization project, with updates to the terminal's roof, HVAC system, and fire suppression system, and more. The upgrades are long overdue, as the terminal hasn't seen major renovations in decades. But Airport Director Robert Hodgman says they've run into some challenges.
Unfortunately,
the projects behind are a little bit stalled. So next in the queue is the baggage claim project, and it's the same contractor for the baggage claim that's doing the roof and HVAC. We're under contract with them, but there's been a little bit of a challenge with the grants. Right now, the city has 3 grants that we have yet to sign, have yet to accept. And that's in no small part because there are some legal concerns with those grants. However, our city attorney's office has done stellar work in examining those and trying to mitigate that risk.
Hodgman says new federal requirements are putting the airport's funding in jeopardy.
According to airport officials, losing these funding sources would be absolutely devastating, as it would halt all forward momentum for these projects.
If we don't move forward with this baggage claim project, it kind of puts the rest of the modernization in jeopardy. And specifically, there's one grant, there's what's called an Airport Terminal Program grant. This is from the FAA, and it's a very limited period of time. Next year is the last year for the ATP program. And as usually is the case when you accept grant money, if you don't spend that money, then you're unlikely to get any more money.
The ATP grant alone is worth about $1 million, but if it's lost, Hodgman says nearly all momentum for future improvements could be gone. He says support from state and federal leaders have been critical.
We ended up getting a lot of letters of support to include Senator Murray, Senator Cantwell, Congressman Newhouse, and several others. And fortunately, we had good support from the FAA, from the Airport District Office and the Airport Regional Office, both in Seattle. And we really needed that support in order to get that grant. And it was identified to be awarded, and we have filled out the application, but we haven't signed the grant yet because of, like I mentioned, some of the legal concerns.
Now Hodgman says there's only a short time left to act.
So the deadline to sign the grants is September 15th, and it's written in the grant language itself. So the ATP grant in particular, if we don't accept that grant by September 15th, it will go to somebody else, or it'll go back up to headquarters and be redistributed next year, but not to us.
For now, Yakima Airport officials are hoping the funding comes through so they can keep improving the terminal and better serve the flying public. In Yakima, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
According to Hodgman, if the funding falls through, the recently completed roof repairs could be the last major improvement to the terminal.
And Wendy New at 6:30 now. The Yakima City Council this week approving a $952,000 grant from the State Department of Transportation to fund the Yakima-Ellensburg commuter service for the next 2 years. Managed by Yakima Transit and operated by Bel Air Charters, the service connects residents, students, and workers between the two cities. Funding comes from state and federal sources, the cities of Selah and Ellensburg, Central Washington University, and Yakima Transit.
We'll take a roll call vote, please.
Berg?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.
Byers?
Yes.
Decio?
Yes.
Glenn?
Yes.
Herrera?
Yes.
Roy?
Yes. All right, motion passes 7-0 and resolutions are adopted. Thank you, Council.
Council members say the grant will help keep regional commuter service reliable and support a well-connected Yakima region. In community events, basketball fans in the Tri-Cities can look forward to some friendly competition this weekend. Title I is hosting its first ever Hot Shot Classic Saturday at John Dam Plaza in Richland. The event runs from 11 to 3, featuring food, prizes, and plenty of family fun. All proceeds benefit Elijah Family Homes, a local nonprofit that supports families in both Benton and Franklin counties working toward stable housing and self-sufficiency. Organizers say the first 50 people to register will get a free t-shirt, and the grand prize is 2 Gonzaga men's basketball tickets.
The Benton Franklin Fair and Horse Heaven Roundup wrapped up its 77th year with record numbers. More than 123,000 people attended, bringing a $20 million boost to the local economy. The market stock auction set a new state record, raising $1.5 million for youth livestock projects. Organizers say the fair continues to grow as one of the region's biggest community celebrations.
All new at 6:30 now. Glow big or glow home? The Seattle Kraken, they have unveiled one of the most unique jerseys in professional sports. The team revealed its new glow-in-the-dark jerseys today. The Kraken's third jersey will be worn 12 times during the upcoming season. The first chance fans will see the jersey on ice will be the Kraken's November 1st game against the New York Rangers. The team says season ticket members can pre-order the jersey during a window from Friday until September 10th. The public will have access to the pre-sale beginning September 11th. The Kraken also telling us the jersey will then be available online, and all team stores on October 5th will have them. And remember, Apple Valley News Now is your local TV home for the Seattle Kraken all season long.
I want one.
Aren't those cool?
So cool.
I know.
So cool.
All right, still ahead on the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m. We do have to talk about this coast-to-coast extreme weather. We're going to tell you what's looming now in the days leading up to the weekend.
And what about our weather here at home? Hayden's coming back with your full First Alert weather forecast.
Jay Dalia, Jessica Jalal, and Josh Colbreth. Good morning, Northwest from Apple Valley News Now.
The Labor Day sale at Furniture Row has been extended. Shop today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Plus, find huge discounts on living, dining, and bedroom, and 60 months, no interest. But don't wait. The extended Labor Day sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Believe it or not, there's only one weekend left in the Dust Devils regular season. Don't miss your chance to catch a ball game. Friday, September 5th will be the annual Rooster Tails Jersey Auction presented by BNSF Railway. It's also a family feast night thanks to Genuine Homes. Saturday, September 6th will be our final fireworks show of the season presented by CO Energy. For tickets, head to the official site dustdevilsbaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
Claim your crown at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, where you could roll into some serious cash. $50,000 is up for grabs for every winner. Just roll the dice to reveal your poker hand, hit a royal flush, and win $50,000 cash every Friday and Saturday. No royal flush? Every hand wins cash or free play. Play with your club wild card to multiply your entries by 10 times on Thursdays. Come roll for the royal at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
I'm Eduardo Morfin. Morfin Law Firm thanks you for 5 years of support. Remember, when choosing an attorney, select a local attorney that supports your local community.
Okay, y'all, we got 10 orders coming in.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down. We were starting a business from the ground up. People were showing up left and right, and so did our business needs. The Chase e-card made it easy. When you go for something big like this, your kids see that, and they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
STCU and Apple Valley News Now continue to honor volunteers by sharing their stories and awarding their charities $1,000 each. If you know someone in Benton and Franklin counties who is making a difference and taking that extra step to make our communities better, please tell us about them today. Just click on Volunteers Count on the Contest tab at applevalleynewsnow.com for the STCU Volunteers Count nomination form. Volunteers Count from STCU and Apple Valley News Now.
Attention former Hanford workers and contractors. You deserve the benefits and care you've earned. You may qualify for benefits including life-changing in-home health care. Join United Energy Workers Healthcare for a free benefits fair and lunch at the Three Rivers Convention Center in Kennewick on Friday, September 19th. Reconnect, enjoy great food, and learn about exclusive benefits to help you live longer, better, and independently at home. RSVP by calling 509-286-2661 or visit uewhealth.com.
The Labor Day sale at Furniture Row has been extended. Shop today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Plus, find huge discounts on living, dining, and bedroom, and 60 months, no interest. But don't wait. The extended Labor Day sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Destructive wildfires, damaging storms, and a new possible tropical storm threat looming off in the Atlantic.
Laura Aguirre says the extreme weather is stretching coast to coast in the days ahead.
The Watch Duty app just kept buzzing, and I'm thinking, oh, it's copper, oh, it's
south of here.
Like many Calaveras County residents who are used to getting wildfire alerts, Kimber Nealon thought the threat pinging her phone was farther away.
No, it's right in my next door. It's in my backyard.
But she soon found herself among those fleeing the path of the TCU September Lightning Complex fires in Central California. CAL FIRE officials say at least 16 smaller fires comprise the blaze that's charred more than 13,500 acres across 3 counties.
It's very scary. It was, because we could have lost our horses and all of our vehicles at the same time. We're probably losing our home.
Lori Tomasevich lives in Chinese Camp, a historic gold rush town in Tuolumne County. Authorities say more than 300 people were forced to leave, and many buildings in the town were heavily damaged or destroyed. As of this afternoon, CAL FIRE says the TCU complex blazes are less than 20% contained overall. From fire to ice and massive baseball-sized hail that pounded parts of Wichita, Kansas Wednesday. This resident tells CNN, fortunately, her cars were in the garage, but she will have her roof inspected. Out in the Atlantic, the next potential named storm is brewing. The National Hurricane Center says there's an 80% chance a new tropical storm could form within a week. And if it does, it'll be named Gabrielle. I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
And down south in California, forecasters say temps remain hot in that region today with isolated thunderstorms and gusty winds expected to roll through.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Hayden Nix.
Well, just a heads up as we head into this weekend, we've got some changes coming our way. Some favorable with the rainfall, but with it, we've got some thunderstorm activity, and that's why we do have a First Alert Weather Day issued for Friday and Saturday, and I wouldn't be surprised if we continue that further into the end of the weekend and start of next week as we see rain chances in abundance, but also with that some lightning. And with the critically dry vegetation in the area, lightning fires could be more of a concern with the significantly dry vegetation in the region. So just a heads up, make sure that you're staying weather aware of that. Haziness is still ongoing with a couple of wildfires going on in the region at this time. So that's continuing to at least cause a little more of the grayness in the sky there and the poor air quality. So if you're still dealing with this over the next couple of days here, and you do have that sensitive group that does not play well with the lower quality of the air, make sure that you're addressing those needs accordingly, because future-cast low-level wildfire smoke is going to show that the modeling of the smoke and plumes in the area is still going to trend with the moderate to poor quality of the atmosphere, with the wildfire smoke not really being able to get out of the region until we see some better support from a cutoff low out in the Pacific Northwest. That is what's going to be the big change to our weather pattern for this upcoming weekend. So there's the system offshore there, but with that counterclockwise flow, we are going to see some enhancement and some moisture beginning to increase in the region. And that's going to be noted as we watch into the weekend, some changes coming our way with that moisture, meaning an increase in rain potential. And it's not just for the higher elevations of the Cascades and the Blues. We are going to see this more in the basins and the valleys as we approach Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. We'll still see more moisture coming in from that southerly direction there as this cutoff flow continues to move closer on shore, and that will carry on into next week as well. I'll step out and show you that with our area-wide rain and thunderstorm chances. Notice Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we continue to trend upward, with it peaking Tuesday and Wednesday of next week with the 50% chance of rainfall opportunity. Of course, lightning strikes also in that category as well. So at this point, just for Saturday and Sunday, early rainfall forecast here shows most areas in the lower elevations less than 1/10 of an inch. It will favor the higher elevations as far as totals will qualify there, but that is just for Saturday and Sunday. That trend will likely increase as we go towards Monday through Wednesday of next week. As I mentioned, we're going to see rain chances increasing and temperatures decreasing as well. So there's kind of a twofold win with this setup here. Your 7-day temperature trend shows that Friday, upper 90s, yes, but Saturday, Sunday, notice we're trending back closer to where we should be, with below average readings possible starting Monday through Thursday of next week. Now, tonight, back to the top of the forecast. Notice we are still looking at readings in the 60s, most area-wide, with some upper 50s out there in the higher elevations of the Cascades and down in the Blues. We will continue to see those warm temperatures another couple of days with upper 90s possible for most locations. Tri-City seeing that for Friday, but 89 Sunday. Rain chances Sunday through Wednesday. Then Yakima, upper 80s by Sunday. Rain chances for several days on this 7-day forecast, Saturday through Thursday. Ellensburg, same story. Good chance for rainfall opportunity over the next couple of days. 70s coming back on Monday. Hermiston, you might see some 70s, or feel them rather, on Tuesday with rain chances scattered throughout the next several days here. And Walla Walla, rain chances for you as well. Temperatures reaching the lower 80s by Monday.
Hayden, thank you. Coming up next here on Apple Valley News Now live at 6:30, we'll tell you why it's a day to boost awareness about species around the world when we return with What's Trending.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
The Labor Day mattress savings have been extended this week at Walker's.
Save big on brands that improve your rest, like Serta iComfort, Beauty Rest, and Purple mattress sets.
Or enjoy 0% interest for up to 5 years and pay over time.
Plus, with select mattress purchases, receive free delivery, making now the best time to sleep better and celebrate Labor Day in comfort and savings.
During the final week of savings at Walker's.
Get ready for adventure with the fun and rugged 2025 Ford Bronco Outer Banks from Price Ford of Yakima Valley. Nob Hill Casino's biggest prize ever. Want to drive it home? Just enter daily at Nob Hill Casino now through Wednesday, October 8th for your chance to win. While you're here, enjoy our 16-lane bowling center, mouth-watering cheeseburgers at the Last Frontier restaurant, cold drinks at the bar, and try your luck with pull tabs and table game action.
We invite you to come visit us at Price Ford of Yakima Valley and Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Don't leave it to chance. Trust Vance for your heating system check. Call before September 12th to schedule your appointment, and you'll only pay $42. We'll evaluate your equipment and explain issues that could affect your comfort. A Vance heating system check this fall can ensure your home stays warm and cozy all winter. Don't wait. Call today or book online.
Here in Grandview, we're happy to say that we found a home here for our pizza oven, and here we are making pizza for everybody. This restaurant really concentrates on pizza, some nice submarine-style sandwiches, and a full salad bar. And the high quality of the products that we use is, we're thinking it's going to set us apart. This is going to be a great place to bring the family, and here we are making pizza for everybody. Come on down to Grace Pizza. We look forward to seeing you here.
At Sundown M Ranch, healing begins the moment you arrive. With residential treatment, outpatient programs, and specialized youth care, we support the whole person every step of the way. Our serene setting offers comfort, peace, and space to just breathe.
Time now for What's Trending. Hey, today is National Wildlife Day, and you don't have to be in the wild to observe it.
That's right. The day is meant to boost awareness about species around the world, but also the ones right around us.
And there are lots of ways to get involved right in your own community, of course. Zoos, aviaries, and marine sanctuaries offer a variety of options at the local level.
There are loads of seminars, educational programs, and volunteer opportunities to choose from as well. There goes the turtle. My favorite.
I love turtles.
Me too.
Turtles are cool.
They are.
Lego has unveiled a new Star Wars Death Star set, and may the Force be with your wallet.
I guess so. The set is part of Lego's Ultimate Collector Series. It also happens to be the most expensive Lego set. It'll set you back, get this, nearly $1,000. The set has more than 9,000 pieces, which also makes it the largest Star Wars set to date.
It comes with 38 Star Wars minifigures, including Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Princess Leia, and of course Darth Vader. The Death Star set will be released early next month.
Yeah, get out your checkbook, Austin.
Yep.
$1,000.
Yep. Could be a good birthday present. Who knows? All right. Final weather when we return.
Board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Amber Sharon is now seeing patients at Prosser Digestive Health Center. Dr. Sharon provides upper endoscopy, colonoscopy, and specializes in women's digestive health. Get expert, compassionate care close to home. Call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 to schedule, or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Before our service would be in and out, we wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network, and with the most satellites, we're connecting hundreds of thousands in places where cell towers can't reach with T-Satellite.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
The Labor Day sale at Furniture Row has been extended. Shop today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus, find huge discounts on living, dining, bedroom, and save 30% on our Denver mattress lineup. Check out Doorbusters while they last. And make your cash go further with 60 months, no interest. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. But don't wait. The extended Labor Day sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery. Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
At Bravo RV, we're gearing up for a huge event you will not want to miss out on.
The Forest River National Sales Event is on now. For a limited time, you can save big across our entire lineup of Forest River products. There's still time to get out, go camping, and make unforgettable memories. With Forest River, you'll find the perfect RV built for your journey and perfected for your stay. Don't wait. These amazing deals won't last long. Broadmoor RV, we make camping fun.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
Vikings, Bears. Monday Night Football is back on Apple Valley News Now.
For your Friday, we're still expecting another hot afternoon, hazy conditions. Not really a big change there from what we've been accustomed to, but as we continue into the weekend, these highs will slowly get cooler in the afternoon and will hopefully work out some of the haziness from the wildfire in the region there with a big pattern change coming our way, but I wouldn't expect that until closer to Sunday into Monday. Rain chances on tap for all locations as we see a big low cut off in the Pacific Northwest, helping aid some moisture transport into our area.
Thanks so much. Hey, here's your reason to smile. This picture comes to us from Alan Rither. Hazy morning sky. That is such a beautifully framed shot. Thank you so much for sending that in, Alan. And if you would like to send in your weather photo, we would love to see it. This is one of my favorite parts of the day. So make sure you scan that QR code right there on your screen. And as always, it's sponsored by Lifetime Dental.
And Wendy, earlier we were talking about it is National Wildlife Day. So we're going to leave everybody with a live shot. Let's go to it now. This is in Government Camp. Do we see any wildlife?
And this is out in Oregon.
Yes, this is in Oregon.
Look at that. I don't know. I'm keeping my eyes peeled.
Have a great night, everybody. Hoping your news is good news.
So far, I've got nothing. We'll see you back here at 11.